VriEvolution.
Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you guys here. So today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading, and this pick a card reading is going to be about your personal formula to attract success and abundance towards you. This is a very exciting topic that I was looking forward to doing for you guys, because it's something that, you know, everyone strives for. We are all striving for success. We all want that abundance in our lives, but sometimes we don't know the path to it, the journey to it, or some things that we need to include in our life to get into that direction more, with more forward momentum, basically, right? Where even your spirit guides, your angels can support you in that journey towards your North Node. All right, so this is a reading for you in case you feel lost, you feel like you're struggling, and even if you feel like things are going well for you, this reading is just an added bonus and an added value to something that will help you in achieving your success in a much better way, in a much wholesome way. All right, so take a look at the options that you can see on your screen. You'll have three options. First option is on your left side, second is on in the middle, and third option is on your right side. All right, so which option is calling you the most? Pick that option. You can choose multiple options. If you feel all the options are looking interesting to you, choose all the options. You can choose two options, one option, whatever it may be, right? Go with your intuition, my loves. Never doubt your intuition. All right, and I will see you in your reading. Pile one, let's see one by one. What are your options in terms of your personal formula to success and abundance? All right, so first card we have for you is affirmation for growth. Wow. All right, so pile one, I feel like you guys either already have been focusing on certain affirmations that lead to your abundance, that lead to your growth, that lead to success in your financial life. All right, or some of you could have been not even knowing about this whole thing where you can do affirmations, where you can actually manifest this reality towards you, right? Or some of you could have been doing it in a wrong way. All right, so regardless to say, I feel like pile one, you guys are my pile who are very ambitious. All right, you're my ambitious pile. So whenever you have a goal in mind, you love to accomplish it, you love to plant your seeds and see it grow, you love to be patient with things, right? And you are ambitious, but sometimes your patience runs thin in terms of, like, you know, maybe you have been trying to manifest for a very long time and it's not been giving you the results that you're looking for. So sometimes you tend to get irritated with yourself, or kind of a little bit like you get a little pissed off is what I'm picking up, okay, for pile one. And I feel like the reason why things are not working out, in case you have been doing it right, is because somewhere you haven't been focusing on the right kind of affirmations, or you have been too attached to the affirmations to, you know, kind of manifest very quickly in your life. And basically you need it, right? You need that success, you need that growth. And when we come from that base of, like, we need something, it means that we lack that something, you know. So spirit is saying that where are you fueling your growth through affirmations, where you feel like you need that growth, or you are a necessity because you lack something in your life? Because when you are giving out that vibration of lack, that is what is going to multiply in your life, okay? So if you have not been seeing growth in terms of your affirmation, that is why. Is because you're doing it from a place of lack. All right, for some of you who are just now starting to get a hint of affirmations and growth, and, you know, learning about its potential, I see a lot of growth that is coming your way. All right, but for those of you who really want to succeed in life, affirmations are the way to go, right? Like affirmations like, I am successful, I am capable of succeeding in my career, I am on my life purpose, I am on my life path and I am so excited about it. I'm passionate about what I do. I am gaining a lot of abundance through the way of my passions, through the way of my purpose. So there are a lot of affirmations that you can literally play overnight, that you can listen to reprogram your subconscious mind and let go of that lack or that scarcity mindset, and to have that positive growth, in your life. But pile 1, for you, affirmations are going to be key in attracting success. All right, that's the first card for you. So it's telling me that it's like a blessing for you, because not many people can attract through affirmations. Some people fail with it, some people don't know the exact way to do it. And for you, pile 1, if you really want to succeed, you need to learn about manifestation and affirmations. You need to study about it, YouTube about it. Like, go on YouTube and search about affirmations for financial success, affirmations for abundance and attracting abundance towards you, and affirmations for growth, right? Growth in business, growth in abundance, growth in prosperity, growth in wealth, growth in legacy, whatever it may be that you're looking out for your success, right? So pile 1, this card itself says that any kind of growth in your life is necessary for life, right? The opposite of growth, what is that? It's stagnation. And no one wants to be stuck, sitting still and never moving forward. Growth takes a lot of effort, and sometimes it can be scary, right? So it doesn't happen by itself. You have to nurture and feed it, whether it is body, spirit, or some part of your life, like a career or a relationship. What do you want to grow and prosper in your life? And what are you doing to make that happen, right? So here, for your action, what action you can take is take an action that will help some aspect of your life to grow in a positive way, or reach out and help someone else to grow, like a child who needs guidance, or a friend who could use a helping hand. Do something to nurture the earth or tend a garden, whether it is outside or inside or on a windowsill, inside on a windowsill. All right. So honestly, pile 1, it's literally time to stop standing still. All right. If you have been stagnant, if there is some project that you have been working on, maybe you feel like it's stagnating, what is missing in that? You need to look into what is missing in that project. What can you do to improve that project? All right. And take a look at your life as well and see if it is moving forward in ways that you would like it to or not, right? And if not, what can you do to change that? Are your relationships growing and blooming? How can you nurture them so that they do? Is your financial life growing and blossoming? If not, how can you apply action to improve your circumstances? And literally, this card is also talking about all the growth that needs to happen, but that will only happen through your nurturing and through your own encouragement for self. All right. So a tip for you, pile 1, for your personal formula, literally, to attract growth and abundance is write down a list of things that you want to grow in your life. All right. What are the things you want to grow in your life? Do you want to have a home? Because I see a home in the background of that card. Do you want to have a home? Do you want to have a lot of prosperity, abundance? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to have a healthy friend group? What is it that you want to grow in your life to feel successful and to be in that mindset already that you are growing, that you are meant for growth, that you are meant for your highest successful timeline possible for you? All right. Write those things down in a list. Now, put it in the bottom of a small pot or put some soil on top of it. Then put in a few seeds or a small plant if you aren't good at starting things from scratch. All right. Put in a few seeds and hold it in your hands for a few minutes. Think about what you can do to help with that growth. Concrete, practical actions, and vow to yourself that you will follow through on doing them. Send that intention out into the universe. When you are done, put the pot on your altar or some other safe place where you will see it often and remember your commitment to growth. Right, pile 1? So this is like, for you guys must be my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because you need to see some kind of physical evidence of growth. And maybe when you do certain manifestations and you don't see it come through, you get skeptical about it. You're like, this doesn't work. This is not meant to work. This is not meant to, be a part of my life. But that's not true, my loves, pile 1. Okay. And your personal formula to success is affirmations, is this commitment to growing and this commitment to be dedicated and committed and patient with your process of growth. Okay. And affirming as if you're already successful, affirming as if you're already growing, you're already receiving appreciation for your success, for your business, for whatever it is that you provide to the world, is going to make it happen very quickly for you. Okay. That is also something that's coming through. All right. So let's see the next card for you, pile 1. We have stuck energy. Yeah, look at that, pile 1. You have been feeling stuck. You have been feeling like things are not moving forward in the way that you would have liked it to. All right. Color green could be very lucky for you, pile 1. Green, wearing green in your job interviews, wearing green at your work, wearing green when you are communicating for opportunities, wearing green while you are making content if you're a content creator. wearing green when you are visiting, your office, your clinic, whatever it may be, right? Green is a lucky color for you to attract abundance and prosperity in your life. And I feel like you're meant for a beautiful, harmonious career, a beautiful, abundant, wealthy life. Why? Is because you are someone who is very practical, who's very stable, who's very grounded. You're not somebody that can be shaken very easily, right? So when you try something woo-woo, like, affirmations and manifestation, sometimes it takes a toll on you because you're like, this doesn't work for me. This is not something that's practical. I don't see any evidence. I need to see the proof before taking a step into it. And Spirit is saying, have faith and step into it to see the proof, Don't be so stuck on the evidence appearing before you step into something, is what Divine is asking you to do, okay? Because otherwise you will remain stuck. You will remain in that box that you have put yourself in, and you won't be able to see the rainbow that's right on top of you, which is ready to give you that wish fulfillment that you're looking for, that abundance that you're looking for. All right, you may have been feeling stagnant in terms of your career, your abundance. Maybe there's something stuck where your finances are not flowing as much as you would like, or you're not able to spend as much as you want, or maybe you have spent a lot and now you are kind of struggling to grow the finances while keeping or maintaining the position that you're in. You want to maybe buy a property, you want to achieve some kind of a goal, and you feel stuck in that. And Spirit is saying affirmations are your way to get unstuck out of that energy. Some of you could be feeling stuck with maintaining a car, maintaining an asset that is like stagnant in your life, and it's not really paying you back anything. It's just taking from you, and now it's become a liability. And you need to see what has become a liability in your life, what is stale in your life, what is literally stagnant to the point of decay in your life right now. And that you need to release, you need to let go, so you can manifest new things. You can make place for new things in your life. New house, new car, new property, new wealth, new prosperity, new relationships, new job. Is your job stagnating you? Are you feeling stuck in your particular job where you have been working hard, you have been putting in the efforts, but you don't see any fruits coming out of it? Then now is the time to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is more of your effort worth it in that particular position? Or are you meant to do something different? Or are you meant to take a new opportunity for growth for yourself? All right? Let's see the next card for you, pile 1. We have Divine Source. Beautiful. Yeah, look at that. This is about you relying on the divinity within yourself and to be humble in front of the universe, to be humble, to have a certain time in your day to dedicate to your own soul, to your own spirit, and to ask for divine guidance from your angels, from your ancestors, from the divine. All right, it says here, help me know that all my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. All right, you are my source for all. So Spirit is asking you to ask for help, to not be afraid to ask for help when you feel stuck, when you feel like you're stagnant. Even though that means that you need to ask for help from a friend, a family member that you trust, right? It's not someone that hates you and is your enemy. That's not what we are talking about here. We're talking about a person who you trust, a person who has already achieved what you are wanting to achieve, and maybe asking them for help, because that's where divine source can guide you through them. Because some of you don't really easily believe in, the higher source or the divine sometimes, that you are skeptical. You could be my earth signs, very practical. You could be air signs as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? Sometimes you feel skeptical about it. So Spirit is saying, ask someone else for help and we will guide you through that person if you really don't believe. And trust me, that advice that you get from someone else, it could be through a tarot reader, it could be through a friend, it could be through a family member, right? But that will change your life. It will show you a new trajectory, right? Even this reading itself is showing you the formula to your success. Is whenever you feel stagnant, you need to humble yourself and you need to ask for help, either to the divine, to a source that channels the divine, or towards, through other people like your friends and family who support you, who care for you, who you trust. And when you ask them, or it could be someone who is already successful in the path that you're on, if you ask them, they will channel some divine knowledge to you, which will help you in getting unstuck. Okay? And also affirmations that can help you get unstuck from a particular stagnancy in your life, to attract that success and abundance in your life. This is your formula. Every time you feel that stuckness, going to the divine source, all right, and asking for help, and also affirming to yourself with the affirmations that all your deepest desires are met now. I trust that all my deepest desires and needs are met right now. I know that I have a plan and that I am able to take the right actions to make it come into fruition. I am the source of my divine inspiration. These are the affirmations that you need to note down, okay? This is beautiful, my loves. So let's see the next card for you. The source is with you, literally. We have leadership. Wow. Pile 1. So your formula to success is leadership. You guys are meant to be my leaders. You're my leaders here. Okay? You're someone who's meant to show the way to others. This is why you feel stuck. Pile 1. This is why you get stuck in your head, you get stuck in the mud, you don't know what to do, because you are meant to be the leaders. You're meant to show other people the way. And to show other people the way in the right way, in the righteous way, is not easy. Why? Because it's not as glamorous as people show it to be. You see all the actors today, the actresses, they promote the products that they don't even use. Is that a true leader? Tell me in the comments down below. Do you think they are the true leaders? Right? Or is it you, Pile 1? Is it you who is actually going through that period of feeling stuck, not knowing what to do, but still having that faith in yourself to be able to ask for help, to be able to extend that help to others as well? You know, that initially when I told you that offer your help to others, this will in turn give you more of that help from the divine that you're looking for. Right? And I feel like you're meant to be a leader. This is why you're going through this period of not knowing what to do, feeling stagnant, because once you get out of it, you'll be able to get others out of it. Because there are many people like you, Pile 1, who are also stuck in being able to manifest finances, not being able to know what ideas to think of in order to, you know, have that perfect formula for them. And your perfect formula is to be a leader, is to know that the source has always been with you, even throughout your struggles, even through your stuck energy. In fact, Pile 1, I feel like you have manifested your stuck energy because you wanted to get out of it. You wanted to attract that formula to you through this reading and through other people who can help you to get out of it. Also by, you know, having that humility to ask for help and humbling yourself, because a leader is not supposed to be so confident that they become overconfident, or they have this certain ego about themselves that, you know, that they are above everyone else. No, a leader is not above everyone else. A leader is someone that leads the way, that guides the way, but everyone else has to walk that way, you know, and not everybody is going to walk the way that you are showing. And that is where that humbling is also necessary. And this is what you're learning in this process of feeling stuck, or feeling stagnant, or feeling like things are not growing. And this is like you literally manifesting this for yourself. Okay? So that's something that's coming through very strongly, that you are meant to be a leader, Pile 1. You're meant to be someone who guides the way for others, who lights up the way for others, who shows the way to others who are stuck, who are feeling like they're not growing in life. Okay, so let's see the next card for you, Pile 1. We have 𝗵𝗃. Okay, so what is this card saying here? To thine target demographic be true, sex sells but platonic profits, stay connected to how people connect. Right? So Pile 1, I feel like you need to research about this personality and their success story. Something about Whitney, Wolf or Herd, or your name could include these names, or any of these alphabets could be in your name as well. Right? But what I'm getting with this card is I'm seeing the honeycomb energy behind her. Okay, I'm seeing a honeycomb. So I'm seeing that you're like the queen bee, okay, or the king bee. Now there's no king bee as such, but you are that person who, you are the leader, you are the queen or the king. Okay, and there are bees that are working on your commands. There are people who are meant to work on your commands to attract that prosperity and growth together. Okay, this is why we see the honeycomb here. So I feel like you're not supposed to be alone. You're meant to work with others. You're meant to support others. You're meant to offer help to others and let them also give you that advice, as well as you help them learn. You know, there's supposed to be this community energy is what I'm picking up. You're meant to be a leader that encourages a community to come through and to, you know, follow your leadership and to prosper with you, alongside you. All right. And there could be something controversial about your success, or something where you do things which are out of the norm. That is what makes you a leader, you know. That is what makes you maybe at times controversial or scandalous, or something that you do could be out of the norm. It could be something that is not easily accepted by society, or it could be something that you're doing for the sake of helping mankind in one area where they feel like, you know, they are stuck or they are lacking, and you are the person who's meant to, like, you know, take that energy forward, take that category forward, right? So it says stay connected to how people connect. So this is about you networking, Pile 1. This is about you networking with people. This is about you sharing your knowledge, people sharing their knowledge with you, you collaborating with people, you having a team of strong individuals who are, you know, following through with your research, following through with, you know, the actions that you ask them to take, because you have taken them and you have seen that success in your life. So you could be a boss, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be someone who is meant to be a leader. So if you are stuck in a job, if you feel like you are not making ends meet, if you feel like you are kind of, you know, just going with the flow, and somewhere you feel stagnant, the flow is not moving, you're not getting enough recognition for the kind of dedication and hard work you have put into a company, blah, 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 right? I feel like that's because you are not following that call within you, that divine is asking you to be a leader. You're not following that call. You feel like you're meant to be like a follower. You're meant to be behind the scenes. You're someone who's not ready to step into the spotlight, right? So that's something that's coming through, where Spirit is asking you to step into the spotlight, to step into your confident energy, to step into that energy where you feel abundant, you feel like your self-esteem is on the rise, you feel like your self-worth is much more than what you ever gave yourself the credit for. Okay? And for that, you need to understand that sometimes there has to be certain sacrifices where you need to let go of certain stagnancy in your life, be it people, places, or things that are no longer giving you anything in return, right? Is that person, place, or thing nurturing you? If not, you need to release it in order to step into your leadership. There could be people in your life who kept you stuck, who kept you small, because they saw this leadership quality in you. And your divine source is asking you to see this within yourself, because other people were threatened by that leadership quality within you. Okay? And that's why they kept you stuck. That's why they kept you playing small. But now is the time to shine, to step out of your comfort zone and to do affirmations for growth. Alright? There could be something relating to sex or something relating to demographics. Okay, so some of you could be in marketing. Some of you could be into media. I'm hearing someone could be into politics or wanting to get into politics. Someone could be on the internet, so some kind of an online business you want to start or you want to open up. You could be into digital marketing as well. You could be into social media and things like that, okay? And I feel like you're meant to collaborate with other people to bring a change in these sectors, if you're into these sectors, or whatever business you are in. If you are stuck in a company that is not giving you that appreciation and that raise in salary and that bonus and that position of leadership and authority in that company, it's time to move forward and to create your own position in your life. And until you hear that, you will constantly feel stuck. You will constantly feel stagnant, right? So next card we have for you is independent, all right? That was blocked. It was in reverse. I have unblocked it. So independent in reverse is telling me that you are not independent currently. You are currently dependent on a boss, on a job, on a person, and wherever you're working is not giving you the opportunity to have your own time or to take some time off from the company, or if you want some time to, have a break from the company, it doesn't give you that opportunity to do so. It's very hard for you to ask for a leave or to ask for some kind of a time where you can have for yourself, to build something for yourself apart from this job and company. Some of you could be overly reliant upon the company to the point where you feel like if you get out of the company, there's no other way for you to develop your success or to be independent. And Spirit is saying you're born to be independent. You're meant to be independent, but that scares you as well. That scares you because you feel like, what if you, start to take steps towards your independence and then you get stuck and then there's no one to help you? Or you could be very hard on yourself, pile one, where like if you get stuck, you won't even ask for help. You will just keep going. And Spirit is saying that that's not how an independent leader works. An independent leader knows when to ask for help as well, knows when to learn from others as well, knows when to humble themselves as well. And with this kind of an attitude where you feel like you're so dependent upon other people or, advice from other people or other people's income and money and their prosperity to the point where, you feel stuck with them, that's going to make you feel stagnant, right? So it says here in this card, if you're not self-employed, it may be time to have an entrepreneur mindset. Consider investing and committing yourself to your own business. Your financial freedom will come from being able to stand alone. You can do it. So pile one, that's exactly what's coming through with the leadership card here. You're meant to be a leader, and a leader cannot be reliant upon other people to give them an opportunity to just sit back and, earn some money and be happy to settle there. You're a leader. You're meant to trailblaze. You're meant to be someone who has a vision for their life, a goal for their life. And you are ambitious people. Remember, I told you from the first card itself that you're very ambitious. But sometimes you feel that stuck and stagnant is because you're not happy where you are at, but you still feel like that is the only source that you can rely upon. And that's not true. It's an illusion that you're keeping yourself in. Pile one. Okay? Next card we have for you is counselor. Wow. So some of you could want to become a counselor. Alright? So it says maybe there's some time for emotional healing of your own or releasing the past. Alright? So there could be certain financial opportunities in the past that, did not work out for you. Maybe you tried doing something independently in the past and you felt like, things didn't work out. So you joined a company and now you're stuck with that company. And even though, you're not making that much of money or you're not that successful, you're still sticking by because, it provides some kind of some kind of a return, right? And Spirit is saying that that's because of your emotional trauma of going out there and doing something and not succeeding in it, and taking that as a rejection, taking that as a self-esteem hit to the point where you are going to be unsuccessful if you ever take a risk. And that trauma needs to be released, that emotional healing needs to happen, okay? Because maybe you invested emotionally in something and it didn't pan out, so now you just, you know, believe that you can only go forward in one way, and that is by being a follower, okay? And you need to release the past and come into your own independence, into your own sovereignty, pile 1. That is your personal formula to success and abundance, okay? It says careers in counseling, psychic work, or energy healing may appeal to you. So some of you could be into counseling, could be into psychology as well, any kind of counseling, any kind of life coach, someone who can help other people become independent, someone who can help other people get out of stuck energy and helping them grow in their finances and their business, because you felt stuck, because you felt like you were settling. And when you get out of this energy, that is how you will be able to teach other people how to get independent and get unstuck, right? So that is something that's coming through as well. It says your mental or emotional troubles could be blocking your abundance. So again, pile 1. Your mental or emotional troubles from your past are actually hindering your progress, your ability to be a leader, your ability to grow as a financial sovereign person, and your financial prosperity is being blocked by these things, your emotions and your mental faculties, all right? So release them, okay? Because you're meant to be independent. Let's see the next card for you, pile 1. We have the court house, and we'll get the other card as well. We have the conscious consumer. Beautiful. Okay, so pile 1, what am I seeing for you guys? Some of you could be in the legal industry. Some of you could want to become lawyers. Some of you are already lawyers. Some of you could want to be a judge, you know, judiciary. You want to handle judiciary. Some of you could want to be in the justice system in some way. Could want to, you know, be a police officer, whatever it may be, okay? Or you could want to be a counselor in the courthouse or something like that, wanting to deal with criminals, etc. Okay, some of you. So I'm getting a lot of people in pile 1 here. So no matter where you want to head, you are meant to be a leader. You're not meant to be in a small position. So even if you want to be in a company and you're dependent on that company to the point where you're stuck in the follower position and not a leader position in that company, it's time to take a step back and see, like, where are you not able to, you know, kind of see your way out of that situation. Like, for example, let me give you an example, pile 1. So you feel like you don't know how it is that you can be a leader due to your emotional and financial blocks. So I can give you tips on how to counter that, okay? So think about you being a leader, pile 1, okay? See yourself, close your eyes and see yourself as a leader, okay? You're being that independent boss. You're that entrepreneur. You are that person who has taken your finances in your control, okay? Now, what are the things that come to your mind that is blocking that is blocking your leadership, right? For example, I'm not good enough because I failed in the past, right? So that is one negative belief. What are the other things that are coming to your mind in terms of leadership? I have a fear of public speaking. Write that down. Write down all the negative blocks that are coming through. I have a fear of being seen. Write that down, right? I have a fear of asking for help. I have a fear of communicating. Whatever it may be, I have a fear of, you know, stepping up into my power, okay? And write those blocks down. Right? Once you write those blocks down, turn them into a positive. Like, what will happen when you actually conquer that? So if you have a fear of public speaking, for example, and you want to be a content creator, or you want to, you know, step into that power, you have a fear of public speaking. So how can you turn that into a positive? You can turn that into a positive by saying, I am learning how to speak publicly. So maybe you take certain classes, you take certain courses on how it is that you can publicly speak, and then you start doing it slowly and steadily, and boom, now you see that progress, and then you step into your courage. So through fear of opening up to then having the courage to embody that energy, right? And feel that feeling, and then affirm, have certain affirmations to help fuel that for you, and to be in that energy to attract it, right? That will help you a lot. Pile 1, right? So some of you could be life path number 2, 3, 8. Some of you could be 23 years old, all right? So yeah. So this card here, conscious consumer, it says, you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need, all right? So some of you could want to get into sustainability. right? There's this new sustainability movement that's coming through. That's why we were getting the green color for you as well. Some of you could want to get into organic with the honey as well here, honey or honeybees, right, that we got. So some of you could want to get into that organic industry, or stepping into like some kind of an agricultural industry, you know, and you have the power to do that, pile 1. You have the power to heal and help world with the kind of decisions that you make, that make you a leader, that then help other people be a leader just like you, okay? And that only happens when you choose to buy the products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. This is something you could be very passionate about, or this is something that you really want to do, but you have been stopping yourself. And Spirit is saying that you are meant to be this conscious consumer who becomes that leader, who can then show other people the way to do that as well. You're meant to lead a simple life and to live a life that is not filled with like items and unnecessary baggage. You're meant to release that baggage to get out of the stuck energy. All right? And that is your personal formula to success, pile 1. Okay? Wow, this is incredible. So 29 minutes right off the bat. Spirit, tell me about pile 1. Pile 1's personal formula to success and abundance. Pile 1's personal formula to success and abundance. Pile 1's personal formula to success. Let's get one more. Okay, pile 1's personal formula to success and financial abundance. Okay, we have dark man. Okay, we'll keep this here, dark man. We have diamond, beautiful. Diamond, we have dark man, we have bird flying, and we have mice. Yeah, again with the mice, I'm getting clutter. I'm getting a lot of clutter of the past that needs to be released, okay, with the mice. It says discord among friends and family. So pile 1, I feel like there's friends and family who have seen this potential of you being this diamond in the sky, of you being this leader in the sky, literally. Like you being this leader, you being this person who people look up to, who people get inspired by, because the source has always been with you. And because of these people who constantly have like a problem with something that you do, or, you know, it's because they see that diamond in the rough and they are very jealous of it. They're very intimidated by your leadership qualities. So maybe your parents programmed you to always have a job because, you know, independence is not for you and you're not meant to be a creative, you're not meant to be, you know, a certain way. And that could have blocked you a lot. That discord between friends and family towards you could have made you very codependent upon your job, upon your surroundings, whatever it may be. Spirit is asking you to break free, to become a bird, right? From a mice to a bird. That's a whole new transformation for you, pile 1. Okay, news is on the way. So this is telling me that something about the news or the media, all right? Your personal formula to success is also about you, once you become independent, to also promote it through media outlets, or promoting your product or your service through your marketing and things like that, online, you know, online marketing. All right, and here it says dark man, dealing or relationship with a man with a dark complexion or hair. So there is someone who is also going to assist you on your path. It could be a dark man that you could be dealing with, or some kind of a man or a woman with dark hair or complexion who could be helping you with this process as well. Okay, and it says you will be receiving a precious gift. So this person could be giving you a precious gift in terms of your ability to be a leader, and help you to recognize the diamond within yourself as well. This could be a lover as well. Okay, some of you could have a lover in your life who comes in your life and provides an amazing guidance towards your life on how it is that you can achieve your success, and you both do it together. I feel like that is also one possibility for you, because I'm reading for many people here. All right, so I have to give out the possibilities that I'm seeing. All right, but some of you could have a lover or could have another person who you collaborate with. It could be a colleague, it could be someone who has the same ambitions as you about conscious consumption, about organic, about agriculture, about digital marketing, about being independent, about being a counselor, about being a lawyer, a judge, whatever it is. Okay, bringing that sustainability to that leadership is also going to help you fuel your growth. Okay, wow. So let's get some tarot cards and then we'll get some advice for you, pile 1. This is incredible. I didn't expect the reading to be so long, but let me know in the comments down below if you're resonating with this. Okay, this really helps my channel grow and it helps other people get these messages. Okay, Spirit, tell me about pile 1. Pile 1, tell me about pile 1. Tell me about pile 1. We have devil. Yeah, you have been stuck in the corporate thing, or you have been stuck in a job which is very I mean, it's like you're working hard, you're working extra hours, and it's not paying off as much as you would have liked it to, and it's really creating a problem, because like you are already thinking of taking a step back, or you need a break from this jail that you feel you've stuck yourself in. is what Spirit is coming through to tell me, okay? We have the 4 of Pentacles, but you have been very stubborn in letting it go, or you have been stubborn in not understanding that you are meant to be in the chair of the boss, rather than following the footsteps of a boss that is making all their dreams come true by your hard work and efforts, and you playing it small. Look at that. You are meant to be the boss. Look at that, pile 1. I mean, if that is not a boss wearing like half pants, wearing boxers on a beach in his Ferrari, with his own private beach or helicopter, like, yeah, I do see you having a big vision for your life, but because you're stuck in this particular position and you feel like only by being patient in this position you'll achieve a lot and you'll stick to it, and you're letting the boss do all the work while you sit in this wheelchair and be stuck in this position and not know that you have done too much and you have not received anything in return for that. When are you going to learn that you can actually have it all? And that happens by manifestation, that happens by affirmations, that happens by all the advice I've given you until now. Okay? You're meant to be in this position. Just take that card in. It's so beautiful, right? Like working while being on a vacation, going to a drive-in beach and having your laptop on and, just succeeding and enjoying your life, That is your life, pile. That is how your success looks like, pile 1. That is what your success looks like. If that is not how your life is currently, well, I've given you enough tips on how to make it happen. If you want a personal reading, you can check out the description box below for my Etsy shop link. I do give private readings, and those readings are very, very transformational. They help you in exactly seeing where you're faltering and how you can level up from there. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. This is how your success is meant to look like, pile 1. Okay, and I do see a partner also with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, this is like a Queen of Cups, and I see, look at this, 2 other women and 1 woman on the throne with 2 other women, sharing electrical power with each other. That's like sharing ideas, sharing creativity with each other, to lead each other, to level up together. Okay, you're meant to do this with someone else, someone who could be a business partner, someone who could be a team member, somebody who is just as enthusiastic and ambitious as you are to make this happen for each other and for yourselves. Okay, you're meant to be on the boss chair, and you are sitting on this wheelchair and letting the boss sit on that cushiony chair, and that's something that you need to release. That's your personal formula to financial abundance and success, pile 1. All right, so let's get an advice card for you now. Spirit, what's the advice? Let's just pick it from here. So I'll pick this one. Okay, we have fire element desire. Wow, pile 1. Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. Okay, I'm recording this during Mercury retrograde, so I'm a Gemini moon. My moon is literally Mercury ruled, so yeah, I tend to stumble my words, so I apologize for that, my loves. But yeah, passion, though a bad regulator, is a powerful spring. All right, there are changes coming, new movement. Look for them to be quick. You could be the signs Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, by the way, with the fire sign. You could be Capricorn, you could be Sagittarius, you could also be Taurus, and you could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, so here it says, this is all about new beginnings, our passions, and how fast we get our energy moving. All right, so your personal formula to success, pile 1, is about how you begin new with your passions and how fast you can get your energy moving. Okay, how rapidly can you react, and how long does it take for you to accomplish what you set out to do. You need to have that burning determination towards any kind of impurities that you need to scorch away from your life like fire, pile 1. Okay, and that will clear a landscape for new growth and leaving an area healthier and stronger in your life. So your personal formula, pile 1, is to expect changes to be dramatic in an unforgettable way. All right, your life is about to be dramatic, and drama means, yeah, you are reaching that level of success because there's some drama happening in your life, or people are becoming dramatic when you do things your way, when you shake things up. It's supposed to be dramatic. Don't be scared of the drama. If people are bringing drama and things like that to you, it means you're literally very close to your success. All right, and there will be a wake-up call or a personal epiphany either through this reading or in your life that will show you the way. All right, so there's a great indicator of creativity also in your career, pile 1, which will help you in your success. So stepping into this path and finding your way will help you as well. And to look at things from a different perspective when you feel stuck, and trying a unique approach rather than the tried and true method will also help you in your success. Also I feel you need to be honest and act assertively in your career. Okay, and to be upfront with people and push it if someone is trying to put you down. Okay, you will always understand where you stand. when you are assertive about your goals, about your ambitions towards people who are trying to push you down for no reason. Okay? And pile 1, watch out for people who are bossy towards you. You know, they try to dominate you, control you, keep you small. Watch out for those people. That tells you that these people do not want you to become a diamond, to become a leader. Okay? There will be a kind of bulldozing that will be hard to deal with in your finances, towards your success. And there will be people who will claim that they are speaking to you from a place of truth and concern, whereas they may not understand the situation very well and not offer the best advice. Right? It's very important that you be careful of others attempting to take over and claiming as theirs what you have created or started. So now you have stealing, people who steal your ideas, people who steal your joy, people who steal your leadership. Okay? There will be people who could get out of control with their ego towards you, pile 1. How are you going to deal with that as a true leader, pile 1? It's important to keep your ego in check as well. Okay? So thinking in larger terms, in terms of your success, details should not matter as much to you. It's about the larger thinking, and it's also important to get everything nailed down. You will sometimes be tempted to fly by the seat of your pants and rely upon spontaneity. And that is not a bad idea in your career and your financial success, because you will have good instincts and you will be able to carry it off as long as you're also grounded and not just flying for the sake of flying. All right? Whatever you do has to have a lot of passion, pile 1. Okay? You need to be compelled towards that path to be able to succeed in it. And there is a new start that will be coming about in your career, often after the past has been burned away, and that will denote a period where you start fresh. It is very important for you to be honest with your approach. Any kind of ego or arrogance will be your enemy, pile 1. So you need to self-reflect every time you have a negative belief. I told you to do that list, right? And you will have a zeal to get things done in the way you want. As far as your life is concerned, the pot will be stirred for your success. All right? And if you're doing some kind of job which is kind of dangerous, show caution with any kind of objects that have a fiery or an electrical nature for my pile 1. All right? So pile 1, this is what I have for you. This is your personal formula to attracting financial abundance and success. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this, if you had fun while listening to this reading, if you resonated with it a lot. Right? This helps me and the algorithm. This also helps this video circulate to people who really need this help and assistance. All right? So thank you so much, pile 1. Check out the description box below for in case you feel like donating to my channel and you feel like you resonate with my messages. You can check out my PayPal link in the description box below, along with my Amazon wishlist for USA as well as India. So if you're from either of those countries, you can donate tarot decks and oracle decks to my channel so that I can help other people with it. All right? So that is possible. And you can book a reading with me. All those details are also given below. All right? So thank you so much, pile 1, and peace. So pile 1, let's see your first card for your personal formula to attract success and abundance. We have transformation and change. Wow, pile 1. Look at that card. It's so beautiful, my loves. Okay. So pile 1, I feel like the way towards your success and abundance is through a complete transformation of yourself. All right. Maybe in the past you have gone through changes in your life where you got a little bit comfortable where you were rather than, embracing that kind of change. Maybe a change in career, a change in what you seem to be very, very passionate about, and, thinking about the ways that you can embrace that change that is coming about in your life. Maybe sometimes you have resisted a change in your career, or maybe you feel stagnant because of you not changing in your career, and Spirit is asking you to see where you can transform yourself, where you can change yourself. The moment you decide that, yes, I'm ready to get out of my comfort zone, I'm ready to transform myself, that's when Spirit is going to bless you with abundance. Look at this guy, like there's darkness behind him and there's light ahead of him, right? So it's telling me that you're almost there, pile 2. You're almost stepping into that abundance timeline, that timeline where there's gold for you. There's hidden gold that was waiting for you, but it's because you were focused on the darkness, because you were focused on stagnancy, because you were focused on not feeling good enough about money, about wealth, that you were stuck in that dark cloud. And now that hurricane, that cyclone, whatever it is passing you by, and now you're heading towards bright sunny days in your financial life. All right, there's a huge change that is coming about, and that is happening because you're looking at the brighter side of things. Maybe in the past you had a negative outlook or a pessimistic outlook about money, maybe that you'll never be successful, you'll never have that dream house, you'll never have that dream career, you'll never be successful as a creative. Some of you could be very creative with the kind of clothes that this guy is wearing here. Okay, some of you could be very creative, you could be into the arts, into fashion, you could be into some kind of an industry that requires you to not really rely upon the logical side of things, but to the creative side of things. And Spirit is saying that you can be successful in this. There's no reason for you not to be, but for that you cannot copy others, or you cannot be like others, or you cannot try to follow others' path into it. You are your own original, authentic, unique self, and when you try to imitate someone else, it does not bring you that fulfillment anyway. So where are you trying to copy others to get ahead? Where are you trying to idealize others' journeys to the point that you have forgotten your own? And Spirit is asking you to look at that, to look deep into that, and to see where you don't see yourself on that level, or even higher than that level, where you do not see yourself as that legend in your career. What stops you from looking at that aspect of yourself without being judgmental towards it, without having cynicism towards it, without being very morbid about it, right? And Spirit is asking you to change that perception, that way of thinking, to be able to manifest this for you. Pile 1, okay? Some of you could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, because the air element is coming through very strongly here, as well as fire signs could be Leo, okay? Sagittarius, Aries as well. So honestly, pile 2, there is no growth without change, okay? But change can also be scary. It does mean that you have to open yourself up to something new and different, and often that involves taking a risk, something many of us aren't all that comfortable doing, right? But all of life is about that transformation. Like imagine, pile 2, you being born out of your mother's womb. You took a huge risk, god damn it. Right? You took the biggest risk by being born on this planet. So that in itself should show you how courageous you are on the inside. But when you grow up, when you go to school, when you get bullied, when you get certain tainted perspectives from your friends or from your family members who are jealous of you about who you can be or what you are, it just takes away certain parts of yourself. It fragments you, it breaks you apart. And it's like, now is the time to take those fragments back, pile 2. Okay, take those broken fragments of your soul back from these people who thought that they could change or transform you to fit their narrative about who you are. Okay, even you idealizing someone or you trying to follow someone else is not going to work for you, specifically pile 2. Okay, this is for you. This is your formula to success, right? So, it says somewhere that this is also a point where you are born as a baby and you grow to be a toddler, then you become a teen, and then until you transform into an adult. And eventually, if you're lucky, you will also continue to transform from young to old, from foolish to wise, from a newbie to a wise person, right? So life is all about transforming yourself, recreating who you are as you grow and learn and move from who you once were into who you are going to become. You can fight it or you can embrace it, but transformation is anyways going to happen. Isn't it better to willingly become a butterfly than to struggle to stay a chrysalis forever? Right? And this change can be painful for you. I'm not going to lie, because pile 2, it's like when a caterpillar is in that stage of being in the chrysalis to become a butterfly, it's like every part of its cell is breaking down and it's like melting. It's not easy, that transformation, but once it's transformed, it's light as a feather. It's like you can do so much more than you ever could, like if it ever was possible before. Right? And that change itself can be scary. That portal itself, that portal of light, where now you are stepping into your power, stepping into your light, can be scary, right? So, in terms of your action, pile 2, it's time to take some time to think about where you are in your life currently and where you want to end up. What transformations need to happen along the way for you to reach your goals? And what are you doing to encourage and support those transformations? What do you need to do differently in your life, right? Maybe you've been doing the same thing over and over again, and you have been seeing the same results in your career. So how do you want to change things up? How do you want to change it based on more of who you are, rather than more of copying others or seeing others work and kind of trying to, be the same way, or seeing others succeed in a certain path and following that path to do that same thing? What do you need to do differently than them to encourage something new to be born in this world? How can you do that, right? So there is a confirmation that you are definitely on the right path to successful transformation, in which case you should also give yourself a huge huzzah and appreciate all the hard work you've put in, or a suggestion that you need to be looking more closely at what you need to do to get there. All right, you will almost certainly know which one. If you have just completed a major task or transition, take time to celebrate your accomplishments before you move on to the next phase of growth and change. All right, and to smooth this progress of transition, my loves, pile 2, sometimes it's necessary to let go of old patterns or situations that no longer work for you. Just like a butterfly crawling out of a chrysalis, there are parts of you where you came from that have to be discarded and left behind in order to move on to new ways of being. If you want to do magical work to help this process, go outside, especially if there is breeze or wind, or sit inside in front of an open window, a small fan, or anything else that will blow air on you. If you can't do either of those things, then move around, dancing or jumping to cause the air to move around you. Light a sage smudge stick and let the air waft around and past you. Visualize whatever it is that you need to let go of being blown away with the air and the smoke, right? So that is one personal formula for your success, is to do this kind of a magical ritual where you are discarding certain beliefs, certain patterns that have been repetitive in your life, that have been causing stagnancy and that have not been allowing you to grow and transform and to change. Maybe there's a certain career path that you have been on and it's just not resonating with you anymore. You're trying hard to make it resonate, you're working at it, you're going hard at it. It's not working, it's just become an obstacle now. It's just become a part of your past and a part of the darkness that needs to be let go of. It could be a certain home, a certain place that you're living in that's very stagnant and you feel stuck over there. Do you need some change in your environment? Do you need some change in your inspiration to, get your creative spark back again? Have you been having creative blocks in your life currently? What is causing that? Is that stagnancy? Is that comfort zone that you're sticking to? And that's not going to help you. You need to change drastically for things to change in your life as well. All right? So the next card we have for you is the loving man. Wow. Pile 2. I feel like you're a very, very loving person. You're a very kind person. You're also someone who could be extremely creative, like I was saying. Right, pile 2? I feel like you're extremely creative, or you're someone who's very generous towards others. You're very kind. You have a very kind heart and a soul. All right? And your divine guides, your spirit guides, your higher self is coming through to tell you that the change that will come about once you transform and once you let go of that comfort zone is something that will be supported and loved by others. You will be supported, you will be loved, you will be cherished, you will be seen as someone that is so, so precious to the people that you will take care of at one point in time. You're very loving. You want to take care of others. You want others to have that, stability through you. You're a very loving person, pile 2. Okay? And maybe that love itself has been taken for granted or taken advantage of in your current career or in your current financial, state that you are in. Maybe you went through a dark period where things were taken away from you, or someone stole something from you, for example. And that's because your love and your kind heart was taken advantage of. And Spirit is saying that if you don't let go of these people who will not change for you, then you have to change for yourself. You cannot wait on others to change and become better people and to love you and to, give you that reassurance that they love you. They don't. It's clear. They have shown that to you in their actions. Be it in your career, maybe your boss was extremely bossy. They did not provide you that sense of comfort, that sense of stability, that sense of, you can be yourself no matter what you do, and that you are appreciated at your work. You never felt loved, you never felt appreciated. And Spirit is coming through to tell you that you are a loving person, and your personal formula to success is to give that love to yourself just as much as you give to others in your career path, right? Your path is filled with greenery, your path is filled with light and loving people and people who love you and cherish you and bring you gifts, certain internal gifts as well as external gifts. Your path is filled with light and love of the divine. But are you seeing that light? There's so much light coming through in this card, behind this loving man, so much sunshine, so much light coming through. That tells me that divine is supporting you on this progress. So you will not fall, you will not falter if you change and transform yourself. Okay? Where are you not being loving to yourself during this change, during this transformation? Where are you criticizing yourself for changing? Even though you were stagnant, you have a guilt of changing, you have a fear of changing. And where are you stopping yourself? From doing that for the betterment of you. Maybe you have not had that feeling of doing something good for yourself. You've only thought of others. You've only thought of how to help someone else, or do for someone else, or do something for someone else. But what about doing those things for you? And that is your personal formula to success. Is you need to start loving yourself. You need to transform the way you see things, and you do care about others, but you're going through this chrysalis period where it's becoming painful to hold on to people that are really not investing in you the way you invest in them. Okay, pile 1, that we have inner child. Yeah, oh my god, pile 1. I feel the sense of you feeling like your inner child was 𝗂𝗶𝗀𝗵 with, like your inner child is something that's suffering inside you. This is why you could be going through certain internal blocks, certain creative blocks. Okay, you might feel like your internal child has been either abused or neglected or triggered, or like that child within you, that childlike sense of wonder within you has taken a toss, due to the kind of experiences that you've had in your career. Maybe you took a chance on yourself, you never saw it through, or you never had the guts to take a chance on yourself. And that's because of that treatment that your child self went through, that your internal child went through, where it did not feel special, it did not feel loved, it did not feel cherished. And when you went through those things, you made a vow to yourself that you will be loving to others, because you know the pain of not being loved, of not being cherished. Pile 2, alright? It says here, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Pile 2, if you have checked out my other readings, you need to, especially the inner child reading. I have done it. Check it in my playlist, alright? VriEvolution, inner child reading. Just search for it, you will find it. But you were never appreciated. You were never encouraged to be your authentic self. You were constantly told to be something, or programmed to be a certain way, to play it small, or to be a certain way. And somewhere you need to give that little child within you that compassion that you never received from your elders at one point in time. You never felt loved. You never felt like, you were held, or you were just, given a warm hug for just existing, my loves. Pile 2. Okay, and I give you this warm hug. I'm here to tell you that I'm giving you this warm hug right now. Okay, I'm giving you this warm hug and telling you that you are meant to be successful. You're meant to have this divine inspiration that will take you places that you have never even thought of. Pile 2. You've never even thought of these things, but divine is opening up this path for you. Okay, but please give your inner child that compassion. Please give yourself that love that you never received. Okay, and attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Don't suppress your feelings and those emotions that want to come out, that you may be bottled up in your childhood, where you went through certain trauma, you went through certain abuse, you went through certain triggers in your past. Okay, and once you start working upon those things is when you will see a huge transformation take place. Pile 2, you need to check out the inner child reading that I have done, number 1. And number 2, I'm getting your personal formula to success is you writing a letter to your inner child. Write a letter to that inner child in you. State everything that happened and whatever it may be that you want to say to your inner child. That letter is very, very essential. Okay, only you will know what you have to write in that. Some of you need to consume blue lotus. I'm getting blue lotus energy very strong for you guys in terms of your creative blocks. If you're feeling like your intuition is not working, if you're not feeling like you're functioning well, or you feel like this change is scary, you need to try out blue lotus for yourselves. Okay, pile 2, that is something that's coming through. So once you start, letting this child know that you are there with it, and that it was brave enough to go through what it went through, but now you are stepping up and courageously, transforming and changing for the better. That child will, bloom like a lotus, and it will come out and shine towards the light. It will go towards the light, just like how a lotus, wants to go towards the sun to grow, right? From the mud, from the dirt. And dirt is usually chaotic, right? Like dirt is usually, it gets your hands dirty, it makes you feel like icky, and it's disgusting, it's ew, yuck, right? But when you go into that inner child, when you dig up that dirt, that is when you are able to plant seeds, and that is when you can see that growth happen. Right? It is from that chaos, from that darkness, that a tree can bloom, a flower can bloom. So that is what you are going through, pile 2. Okay, and I feel like some of you are meant to be legends. Like, I do hear that. Okay, you've been through a lot in your life, pile 2, and I'm here to give you that love and that courage to transform and change for becoming that best version of yourself. Okay, I see a lot of loving connections, loving people coming into your life to support your career, to support your transformation, to support that change that you are heading into fearlessly. Okay, Let's see the next card for you, pile 2. We have the gateway. Wow. Yeah, pile 2, you're very, very unique, okay, with the unicorn here. You're very pure. You have a very pure consciousness. You are not someone who wants to hurt others, harm others, injure others, step on other people's toes to get what you want. You're a very, very loving person. And because of this, you have been taken advantage of in your career, in your success. This is why you have played it small. You have just, been the supporting cast for others, but you have never been that leader in your life. You've never been that person who encouraged yourself, who pat yourself in the back to do the things for yourself. Okay, and this gateway is opening up for you to be your unique self, to be your unicorn self, to believe in unicorns, to be that version of yourself that is creative, that is unique, that is someone that can change and transform and shape shift into what you want to be, and to not feel guilty about that, to not feel like that, oh my god, now people are telling me that I am transforming and I'm changing and that I'm bad for it, or I'm the worst person in the world for changing on them. No. Pile 2, you're doing this so that you can lead a prosperous, abundant life for yourself, so that you can be a loving person that you are supposed to be for others, a safe haven for others. And for that, you have to be selfish. You have to look out for yourself sometimes. You have to be non-loving sometimes and cut off certain people who are like maggots stuck on your success, on your path of, success, like leeches, consuming your energy, consuming your light for themselves. Release those people from your life, pile 2. All right? This gateway is opening up for you. Divine wants you to be prosperous. Divine wants you to be your unique, vulnerable, creative self. Okay? Attend to your deepest needs and feelings. This is your formula to success. Change is your formula to success. Never be afraid of change. All right? So we have Adam Smith here. A free market is worth more than gold. You scratch my back, an invisible hand will scratch yours. Private enterprise, it ain't over till it's overseen. All right. So something about Adam Smith is coming through. Some of you could have your name as Adam or Smith, or any of these alphabets could be in your name. ADAMSMITH. Okay. But what this is telling me is that maybe in the past you have done things for people for free. Maybe you have done things, done art and given it away, or done some kind of a creative project and given it away because you're very loving, you're very kind, and people do take advantage of that, and now is the time to understand what is it that you can do to start, getting rid of that creative blockage by first going into that internal child, opening that portal for yourself that was stagnant, and seeing where you have not been loving yourself, transforming that for yourself, and to see that where can you, somewhere scratch your back so that the divine invisible hand can scratch yours. Okay, like it's like you having the back of people, or you having the back of your family, you having the back of your friends, paying for others, doing things for others. But what about you, pile 1? And if you're not being selfish, it's like there needs to be a balance in that. Okay. And private enterprise at end over. So something about your private enterprise, something about your private business, or something that you can do privately is also going to be very successful for you. That's going to be your personal formula to success, is when you're not afraid of change, when you're understanding where you're giving too much and where you're taking too less, or where you're taking too much and giving too less, and how to balance that, right? And how can you be a team player? How can you assist others in manifesting their own potential through your giving nature, through your ability to be of service to others? You are a service to others person, pile 2. Okay, it could be through your creativity, through your art. You just love giving, and Spirit is asking you to take a look at that balance. Okay. Some of you could want to get into economics, or into some kind of a market, so stocks. I'm getting bonds, stocks, gold industry as well. Some of you could want to get into gold industry. Some of you could want to also, like I said, get into like a private entrepreneurship, or anything to do with your business, like turning your creativity into your business, or a private enterprise, or an art could be significant for you. With the gateway here, something about like gateway that talks about internet, so online business as well. With your creative business could go online. Okay, that's your personal formula to success, is to promote your creativity online, promote your business online, whatever it may be. Okay, transforming from the old way of thinking into a new way of thinking, into being more optimistic, more positive about your loving nature. Okay, and not to think that just because you're loving and people in the past took advantage, that people in the future will do the same, because you're entering a new gateway where people who are equally as loving are going to meet you, equally as supportive are going to meet you. So do not be afraid of taking risks and transforming and changing yourself for the better. All right. Then we have embrace the wisdom of the unknown. We have the teacher. Wow, some of you want to be a teacher, literally. That's why I was saying service to others, right? Like a professor. We have privileged lady, and we have quiet retreat. Wow. So pile 2, what am I getting for you guys is, again, embrace the wisdom of the unknown. That talks about you getting into the unknown. Maybe some of you have been a student for a very long time, and maybe you have been studying. You love learning, you love studying, you love accumulating knowledge, but it's time you become a teacher. It's time you teach people what you know. It's time you build courses online. Maybe some of you can have a lot of passive income by just, teaching people what you have learned until now, be it any speciality that you have. Setting up an online website and having a course that can sell, and then promoting it through like digital marketing, etc., can help you in achieving that success, right? Any kind of skill that you know can be monetized. It is something that people want to know. It's something that people want to learn from. And you are a teacher who can teach people the unknown. You are a person who's very loving as well. So you will be like a favorite teacher to people as well. Like you will have certain amazing ratings from people. People will give certain great reviews or raving reviews about you, is also what I'm hearing. Okay, it's very essential that you ask for reviews if people are not giving it as well. That's also going to help with your success, right? Also, some kind of retreats, having retreats to teach people a certain skill that you have, having retreats for art, art retreats or creative retreats with people, establishing that with people to teach people a certain skill, or during that retreat, where people of privilege or people who are also underprivileged can afford certain things that you are providing, a certain skill that you are monetizing, which can be, mass taught in a mass, to the mass, basically, to the masses. Teaching that, or maybe starting your own YouTube channel or starting your own online platform where you can lovingly teach people about the transformation and change that you go through on a day-to-day basis with your creativity, and how you leveled up and how you are mastering that, or how you are learning about gold and how people can learn the importance of gold, whatever it may be, whatever industry you're in, because there are so many people who will watch this reading. I can already feel it. So it's very essential that you know what industry you're in, and that what skill have you learned to be in that industry, and how can you monetize that skill to become a course or to become something that can become a passive income where you can sleep and earn money. Like you don't need to keep working at it again and again. Okay, and step into the unknown with this. Like, don't be afraid of this. Don't be in the unknown about this. Although yes, you are stepping into uncharted and unknown territories with this particular thing, it is something that is going to give you a lot. It's going to teach you a lot. This path of transformation is going to be your teacher, and it's going to ultimately teach you a lot as well. Okay, so it says here, you have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Look at this, pile 2. You literally see other people's potential before they see it in themselves. You can spot others' geniuses, you can spot other scholars, you can spot other creative masterminds before they do it themselves. Right? So this is why you are a great teacher. You are someone who can motivate others. You are someone who can bring others out of that darkness that you have had to go through in a certain period in time. So consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. So if you are doing some kind of a work, right, a skill, consider teaching that skill, or coaching about that skill, or mentoring about that skill, or being a motivational speaker. It could be about some subject, maybe an economics teacher. I was telling you something about economics. So some of you could want to be economics teacher and you're scared of it, you're terrified of it. Don't be, you're going to be the most favorite, loved, the most loved teacher of all, literally. Okay. You have learned so much about money that it is time to put into practice. So some of you are masterminds in terms of money, or you're about to become. I feel like you will master it so well that you will open the gateway to others as well, for others to change and transform by doing what they love, and by stepping into the unknown, and also learn about money as well. So you could be a teacher of money, or teacher of financial systems, or teaching about how to improve financial systems or change financial systems. Something of that sort is also coming through. But teaching any skill for that matter, right? This is a lady wearing a dress, so teaching people about like creatively how to make a dress or sell it or whatever. Okay, creativity knows no bounds. Singing, acting, dancing, painting, writing, drawing, sketching, right? There's so many paths and avenues to that, as well as careers as well. But your personal formula is to go through this process and to get into the unknown without a fear of doubt that you are going to succeed once you master a skill and you teach that skill. That is something that is your personal formula to success. Okay, and you will become privileged by doing this. You will teach others, and this is going to give you more and more and more. Okay? It says here quiet retreat. So having retreats as well for people to learn the skill from you. It says it's time to disconnect from the outer world so that you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself and you will have even more clarity about what to do next. So some of you have been experiencing certain stagnancy, certain creative blocks because of that hurricane and that, cyclone that you are coming out of. You're just in the process of that path towards your evolution. So it's time to go quiet and to kind of, write that letter to your inner child, kind of see where you have been giving too much of yourself and not giving to yourself. And then start researching about what avenues you have not taken yet and how can you overcome the fear of taking that avenue. Okay? Noting down the negatives of how you think you won't succeed, certain negative thoughts that are coming up, write it down and turn it into positive. Turn it into the opposite of that. And live through that every day. Wake up with those affirmations. Wake up with that passion to change yourself. Okay? That quiet time will help you in doing this work for yourself. Pile 2. Alright, so let's get some tea leaf cards for you. Then we'll get some tarot and some advice. Okay? So Spirit, tell me about personal formula for success for pile 2. Personal formula for success for pile 2. Personal formula for success. Also numbers 12 or 5 could be significant for you in terms of age, life path number. Okay, 2 could be life path number, 5, 1 could be life path number for you guys. Some of you could be Scorpios as well. Gemini as well. I'm seeing Gemini, Scorpio, I'm seeing Libra as well. We have May, alright? So whenever you're watching this, May month could be significant for you in terms of what happened in the past to what could be happening in the future, alright? So the next May is significant for you in terms of this career change or transformation. Spirit, tell me about pile 2. We have the dagger. Fear, worries and tense situations. Spirit, please tell me about pile 2. Their personal formula to success. Let me get one of these cards here. One card just fell. Give me a moment. Right. So pile 2, this card fell down, the claw, and we have sunrise. Okay. New creative idea, new venture, a fresh start. Wow. Pile 2. Did you see that? Wasn't I talking about creativity? I was picking that up so strongly in your pile. Okay, and there are certain fear and worries about certain tense situations that you have had in your life. All right, it could be happening since May in the past. But again, what is happening is, look at this. You're not letting go of those fear and worries. You're just bottling them up. You're just, kind of accumulating them. And your personal success formula is to basically let go of this need to hold on to fear and worries about taking risks and feeling like, you will manifest more tense situations by transforming yourself or changing yourself. That is exactly what is gripping you. It's like holding a claw on you, or it's holding you back. It's keeping you stuck and stagnant. Alright? And Spirit is saying that once you let go of that grip of fear and worry and tense situation, once you release that fear of not having enough money or feeling like, you need to stick to a certain path and that is creating more creative blocks, more stagnancy, once you release that and transform yourself and do the work that I asked you to do. Look at the sunrise here. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Once you recognize that you deserve this fresh start, you deserve these new creative ideas, they will start flowing to you, my loves. It will just start flowing. The sun, the light and the sun. Look at that. Right? So it will start flowing to you. It will just start coming into your life. Okay? Let's see the tarot cards here for you guys. Pile 2. Tell me about pile 2 and their personal formula to success. Their personal formula to success. Something about Adam Smith. You need to read about their personal success story, okay, to see who they were and how they kind of rose to success and fame, and what was their story of success. There could be something similar in your life that happens as well. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit, tell me about pile 2 and their personal formula to success. We have King of Cups. Spirit, pile 2. Tell me about pile 2, Spirit. Pile 2, we have the Emperor and we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. Pile 2. Alright, so with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting that you're someone who has focused on stability, who has focused on being grounded. She also looks like a professor, a teacher, to be honest. So yeah, you have focused on one way of being, and you have seen some amount of success through it, right? But Spirit is asking you that, is that the only way that you can be successful, or is there a different way? And are you ready to transform yourself into that different version of yourself to experience a different kind of success? Or do you want to have that same kind of success that you've had and be happy with that? I mean, you have a free will, you have that choice. But do you want a greater level of success, is what Spirit is asking you. And if you do, then it's time for doing things in a new way, with this new creative ideas and new venture and a fresh start. It's like starting a new venture that helps you be more creative, that gets your creative juices flowing, because that will give you the ultimate success. Okay? And with the Nine of Cups in reverse, I feel like you have not been feeling like you will be emotionally satisfied by taking this risk, or that you will feel emotionally fulfilled by being creative. That's a fear that you have, I feel like, pile 2. Okay? And Spirit is asking you to let go of that fear. Let me see what this Nine of Cups in reverse is. Yeah, look at that. There's a new opportunity, but it seems like you feel like you are not going to be successful. And look at this. There's a music studio here. There's a mic here. There's a record disc here. Some of you want to open like a record company or a music studio or something creative. You want to do something creative, artistic. Maybe you want to teach certain skills like singing skills or piano skills, but you feel like it's not going to be as fruitful for you financially. And Spirit is saying you love doing this though, so you are going to get that passive income. I told you about those ideas, right? It's time for you to look into that pile 2, because that is blocking your success. The way you're not looking at this is blocking your success, truly. Because where you are at, you're just becoming very comfortable there, and it's boring you to death, and you have to accept that. Wherever you are at currently, it's boring you to death. It's just very visible on the cards. Alright? And you want to do something new. You want to be a leader. You want a fresh start in your life. So don't lie to yourself about that. Pile 2. Okay? Don't lie to yourself about that. Don't be so stuck in your ways that you're not able to see the new paths that are opening up for you because of your muddled and unclear thinking. Look at that. I mean, the cards themselves are very, very clear. Alright? That muddled thinking is what is causing you to feel all those anxiety and worries about these things. Okay, so let me get an advice card for you and see if there's anything else that wants to come through. The mic keeps falling off, my loves, so just putting the mic on. Okay, it fell again. Put it on again. Okay, something about it falling and rising again. So something about you feeling like, yeah, look at that change. That was the first card itself for you guys. Lunar eclipse change. Okay, you're very terrified of change. Pile 2. You're terrified. You're afraid of change. And that change is what is ultimately going to give you that success. Okay? And sometimes Spirit has to force themselves in your path to show you that there is a different way. Maybe you get very comfortable in a certain position or, in a certain way of being. And Spirit is like, there is much more in this life than being in that position. But do you want to explore that? You do have free will, but we want to show you a different way. Okay. For some of you, your zodiac signs could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have Aries strong here. We have Pisces as well. Okay. So let me read this for you guys. 43 could be significant in terms of life path number. Could be 4 or 3. Could be age as well. 43. All right. So pile 2. There have been times in your past where things have been shadowy or disoriented, but not necessarily meaning that they are bad or should be viewed as such. Okay, whenever you were thrown off balance in your success and abundance, it was to make necessary changes in your life. It's time for you to see the light and focus on something that you either have put off or didn't necessarily notice was coming up. Okay, there are dramatic changes that are in store for you in your success and career path, for your formula to success. Okay, and these changes will be very, very unexpected for you. Pile 2. Okay, and this kind of might seem hard, or it will take some special effort on your part as well. It will not be gradual, easy, barely noticed transformations as well. Your world may be rattled somewhat. It will seem more like a revolution. But do not be scared or alarmed, because this is the altering of your life that is essential in getting you to where you need to be, which is what I was telling you when I showed you the Force card, right? The Force card, where Divine is like, sometimes Divine has to force themselves in your life to show you a path that is better for you. All right, so we are all here to share our gifts and to lead each others to theirs, and it is never an easy path. All right, so any number of things might happen in your life to your personal success. Okay, the formula to your success is to understand that any relationship in your life, any change in your life path or job, or a change in where you live is occurring because of this life altering path that you are meant to be on the highest timeline for your success. Okay, there has to be a new way of looking at things instead of the same old. And this is why there can be changes also in your eyeglass or contact lens prescriptions. And if you are lucky, there could be a marked improvement in your eyesight. Okay, you may also find yourself more in tune with unseen energies or experience moments of revelation. And there is an issue that has been brewing for a while in your life, pile 2. Okay, and things are about to bubble over. It could be a partner or could be a would-be partner who wishes to take the relationship to the next level. You probably sense this also coming in your life, but you will not be surprised by this transformation and change. And the force and the dramatic nature of the shift may be unexpected though. So expect to be thrown off balance in your success and in your career to again be brought into balance. If you have taken something for granted in your life, it will collapse and you will see a fresh start being made from there. In any event, you should see these effects within the next 6 weeks and expect for an outcome to be completed within the next 6 months. Okay, whatever cycle you are in and whatever you feel like is lost at this time, you can be assured that will be returned to you, perhaps in a different form, but in also a most certainly better form. Pile 2. Okay, that explains the whole reading that we just did. And I think you are very convinced by it as well, pile 2. Let me know in the comments down below how you felt. Okay, this helps the video circulate to other people like you who need my guidance and help, and you get to meet your soul family on my comments. If you would like to book a personal reading, you want to know more in depth and detail about what you can do personally, you can definitely get in touch with me. My Etsy shop link is given below. If you're from India, you can fill my tarot booking form from my Linktree link, alright, given in the description box. You can also donate to my channel through PayPal. My PayPal link is given below if you feel extra generous, my loves. And also you can donate tarot decks and oracle decks to my channel if you're from USA or India. Both the links of Amazon wish lists are given in the description box below. Alright, so this is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for tuning in, my loves. I think I already mentioned the zodiac sign, so that is great. Thank you so much, my loves, and peace. 2. Success and abundance, my love. So the first card out we have for you is fire magic. Ooh, so some of you could be fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Alright, look at the gorgeousness of that card, pile 1. Pile 1, interesting, I meant pile 3. Okay, pile 3, look at the gorgeousness of that card. So what I'm getting for you, pile 3, is you are my creative pile. You are my pile who is very passionate, who's very enthusiastic about what it is that they do. Now, if you're not passionate, if you're not enthusiastic, if you're not like, if your blood doesn't, kind of boil with passion and enthusiasm and like energy, and excitement and optimism about your path, then this is something that you need to bring in, okay, for abundance and success in your financial prosperity. Right, like this is the energy that you need to be in. You need to be like a shapeshifter. You need to be this enthusiast. You need to be someone that can embody their passions through physical action, is something that's coming through very strongly. Alright, you are someone that is very, very powerful. I feel like you guys have the ability to be famous. You have the ability to be seen and not be scared of being seen, but be the center of attention, and be in the spotlight. Okay, so something about being in the spotlight, being the center of attention, not being afraid of being in the spotlight as well is coming through. So your personal formula to success is to be seen, is to be noticed by people, is to be accepted by people for who you truly are, without any imitation, without any lack of originality. All right, you need to be your complete original self, your complete unique self, without needing to copy or validate yourself through others' success stories, etc., and to pave your own path and to be a trailblazer. Some of you could be very, very rebellious. Some of you could be like bosses and never want to be, under anyone or working under someone. And if you are currently working in a company or something like that, then you need to have that leadership position, a position which can allow you to express your passions in a wholehearted way. Like a job which cripples you, which keeps you bogged down from 9 to 5, or keeps you in a consistent same pattern every day, is not something that's going to bring about that success for you. All right, it's just not meant to be like that for you, pile 3. All right, so remember that. Think about going aggressively for your goals, going aggressively towards your ambitions and your passions is also something that's coming through. So being seen for being assertive, being seen for being aggressive in your goals and passions is also something that's going to bring about that limelight for you. That sense of success and stability in your life is also something that's coming through. So pile 3, who hasn't been enchanted by the soft glow of a candlelight or the cheerful dancing flames of a bonfire, right? So fire magic is all around us, and it's perhaps the easiest to integrate into our everyday lives with a touch of kitchen witchery. The element of fire is all about creativity and passion and energy, but just like fire itself, too much of any of these things can burn up or burn us up or burn us out. On the other hand, if you're feeling as though your internal flames are burning low, perhaps you need to add a little bit fire magic in your life. Alright, so the simplest way to connect to the magic of fire is to light a candle. This can be anything from the smallest tea light on your altar to a set of a beautiful beeswax tapers added to your dinner table. Light a candle and send out a prayer, or just sit in meditation for 5 minutes as you watch the flame. Commit to lighting a candle, the same one briefly, or a series of candles that you let burn down slowly until they are gone, every night for a month, and see if you don't feel a little bit more in tune with the power of fire. But don't forget to use fire-safe containers, and don't leave lit candles unattended, especially around small children or pets. You don't want that power to go up in flames. Alright, so the message here for you, pile 3, I don't know why I'm calling you pile 1, but pile 3, the message for you, pile 3, is that it's time for you to connect to the magical aspects of that enthusiasm, of that excitement, of that passion within yourself. Alright, and if you have a place to do so, light a bonfire and dance around it in celebration of this powerful element that is rising up within you for your success. If you cannot do that, light a candle or a bunch of candles and stir up a pot of something magical on the stove. Add some spices for some extra heat. Okay, now some of you, pile 3, need to learn about like fire magic, or need to do something with fire in order to manifest your desires for yourself, in order to reach that level of success. Okay, some of you could have faced a slightly boring period in your life where you felt stagnant, where you felt like things are not moving or things are not progressing. But your personal formula for success is you need to harness your internal fire to be able to succeed in life. Okay, that's something that's very strongly coming through. Okay, let's see the next card for you. We have commitment. Wow. Okay, so pile 3, I feel like you guys are very, very committed towards your goals, towards your passions, towards your drives, right? But at times what happens is, because you get committed to a particular thing, it then starts becoming a routine or a pattern or something that's very it doesn't bring that level of enthusiasm that you're looking for. So which is why I was telling you that for you guys, it's very important for you to commit to being someone who is in the spotlight, or commit to being someone who has to be creative in some way, shape or form. And your job is not monotonous, like it's not boring where you're doing the same tasks every day, you're doing the same things again and again. Because when you commit to something like that, it just makes you sad, it just makes you cringe, it makes you irritated, it makes you lose your temper or lose your cool at times. Okay, and spirit is asking you to commit to things that bring that fire in you, that make you feel alive within yourself, that make you feel excited about work every day. And if you're not excited to go to work every day, or if you're not excited to be this boss every day, or if you're not excited to be opening your own business and working every day to make it grow, then that particular path or that particular business or that particular job is not the job for you. It is not going to bring you the ultimate success. What is going to bring you the ultimate success is when you're excited to commit to something that is allowing you to change your form or shapeshift into whatever it is that you want based on your excitement, based on your passion. That is something that's coming through. Like, you need a dynamic career, you need a dynamic lifestyle which allows you to be whoever you want to be in that career. Okay, and that's something which can at times feel like a burnout, because in this world, in this day and age, we have to do things consistently to see results, right? But if your career is something where you can express different aspects of your personality without making it boring, or without making it extremely consistent to the point where the content is the same, the theme is the same, the subject is the same, if those things can be worked upon, I feel like you will achieve that success that you're looking for. You need to strike a balance between like that commitment aspect of yourself, as well as basically that commitment aspect of yourself, as well as the aspect which needs that excitement and that thrill and that change and that interesting fluctuation within it as well. Okay, that's something that's coming through. Let's see what else we have. Right action. Okay, so yeah, pile 3, I feel like you are my action oriented pile. Okay, you don't like sitting in a cubicle. You will not enjoy it. If you're currently doing something like that, you will not enjoy it, and I highly doubt you would be doing that right now. If you are doing that, it must feel like hell, I'm sure of it. Okay, but if you're not doing that and you feel like there's some kind of something missing, it's this fire. Okay, it's this passion that's missing. So you need to bring that passion towards your commitment, towards your goals, in order to have that success in your life. Okay, so this card here, it says, let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. Okay, so this is something that is very, very essential for you in your career. This should be your motto. This should be something that motivates you. The fact that there will be people in your life who come for a good season, there will be people who will stay with you in a bad season, and how do you discern between that? Is by seeing what action people are showing to you, and what action are they taking towards you. Are they committing for the long haul towards your visions, towards your goals? If you're an entrepreneur, for example, and you have people under you, and you're taking care of a team of people, are they committed? Do they have that fire lit under them to be able to perform their best? Are they excited at work? Are you making the work space exciting enough for them? Because you need to be excited yourself. So like, are you finding things boring? Do you need to change things up? Because if things get too boring or too stagnant, that is when you will start feeling like, okay, maybe I need to stop taking action towards this. Maybe I need to take action towards something else. And your actions, pile 3, is going to determine how successful you be in your career. Okay, whether you have the courage to take action towards what excites you, versus whether you feel like it's too much of a risk and you need to stay in a position that is not really suiting you. Okay, that will determine whether you are successful or not, because successful people take risks. They are not afraid to be themselves, to be dynamic, to fail and try again and fail and try again and fail. And I feel like pile 3, you need to go through that. Okay, you need to get rid of the fear of failure, or you need to get rid of the fear of being seen, or being committed as well towards a particular thing. Maybe because you're too exciting, sometimes the commitment also could scare you, where committing to a goal or something could make you feel like it's too boring, or maybe you just like that change and that chaos to the point that you're not able to structure yourself as well in the right routine, in the right pattern. And spirit is saying that you have to counter those things. Either if you're very committed and you're very stable, you need to bring that fire and passion in your life. And if you're extremely chaotic and extremely dynamic to the point that you can't commit to something, it's time to bring in that commitment by taking action towards your goals as well, and not just thinking it and not just being excited and then not doing anything about it, right? So there's a balance that has to be striked in your financial life, in your life, to be able to achieve this personal formula for your financial success and abundance. All right. So action is key for you. And wow, we have love. All right, so action towards taking action towards the things that you love, taking action towards the things that you can commit to for the long haul, where it allows you to be who you truly are without without making you feel like you're stuck. All right, because look at this card, like it has multiple colors of flowers, right? It doesn't have a single color, like a single bouquet with just roses in it, right? It has wildlife, it has like exotic plants around it, it has a beautiful scenery, it has different kind of varieties of flowers growing together, right? So this is talking about like you are either owning a company of yours where you have certain people, exotic people in your company to work for you. You could be like into creative arts, like I said, or you could be someone who has a company which deals with creative people or markets creative people, something like that as well. All right, something to do with that is coming through. And whatever work you do is based on like a lot of action, a lot of hands-on work, and a lot of practical work that needs to be accomplished in the day, and that is what brings passion to you. So if you're not doing something like that, where you require a lot of action, you require a lot of like dynamic changes, like every day is a new day in your career, it is not going to excite you. All right, it is not going to lead to that success. So ensure that you love what it is that you do, you love what it is that you act upon every day in your career, and you commit to that, you commit to those changes as well. Like you don't just kind of get bored by being in that stagnant position. Okay, let's see the other card we have for you. Ooh, look at that. Wasn't I telling you that something about hands-on work, something about creativity, and something about handling exotic people under you? And now we have Kim Kardashian West. I mean, pile 3. Look at the paparazzi. Look at you being seen. Didn't I tell you to be seen with this fire card? Right? So you are my pile who is meant to be seen. Okay, it says here, act like the camera is always rolling. So some of you are into the acting industry, into the music industry, into artistic, industry where maybe you are like a set creative or a set designer, or someone who's very creative with like designing or beautifying certain environments, or creating an environment, an illusion, creating new illusions or something like that every day. You enjoy doing that. It excites you. It brings out that other side of you, which is dynamic, which is creative, which is constantly changing every day, and you like to shapeshift into like different versions of yourself to bring out this creativity. It's something that really makes you want to commit to it. So Kim Kardashian West, it says hold a mirror up to society and play with the filters. All right, and no topic is off limits here. Okay, so some of you are meant to have this career which is like based on paparazzi, which is based on like you being visible in the media, you being visible, your company being visible, or your business being visible in front of the media and people talking about it, and you presenting yourself in a way in front of maybe you like to interview celebrities, or you like to podcast you like to talk to celebrities about their journey, or you yourself want to become a celebrity, right? You want to commit to that because you're very passionate and excited about that particular career. Something about that is coming through very strongly. Okay, and no topic is off limits for you as well, pile 3. So it's like you are someone who is an explorer. You like to explore new territories, and that is what your personal formula to success is. All right, something about studying Kim Kardashian West's success story is going to help you in understanding your own journey, okay, towards your success as well. Pile 3. All right, something about that. And some of you would like to get into photography, into like creativity, like I said, right? So those things are included in what I just spoke about. Let's see your other cards here. So we have business. Wow. So you could have a business based on like managing creative people, managing celebrities, managing people in paparazzi, or you could own like a paparazzi business yourself. Like some of you want to take action towards building a new kind of paparazzi, which is covering maybe things that are never covered about, and making celebrities of people who are often overlooked is what I'm hearing as well. Wow, pile 3. Wow, this is like you discovering talents in people that are overlooked usually, or something like that. That can also be a great form of business for you. It excites you, I hear, like some of you, pile 3. Let me know in the comments down below if you're resonating, right? it says here, do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You got this, right? So pile 3, do not be intimidated. Like, this is something you're meant to do. This is why I was getting that with the commitment card as well. Like, you are meant to have your own business. You're meant to have that fearlessness towards having your own goals set in mind about what it is that you are passionate about, right? And consider executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything in the corporate world, right? Whatever it is that you do in the corporate world is going to be successful for you, pile 3, okay? Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results, right? So maybe you've been keeping yourself small or thinking small about yourself and not taking action towards your passions and your creativity and your ability to be so dynamic in situations. And Spirit is saying that now is the time to do so, all right? And if you have been taking action towards this, there's going to be a lot of like eyes on you, a lot of cameras on you. People will want to cover your story and, you know, want to see how you achieved this success. And, you know, many people will idealize you as well. Pile 3 is what I'm picking up, okay? Next is success will find you. Wow, pile 3. Oh my goodness. Pile 3, I love this pile, okay? My favorite pile, hands down, as of now. But yeah, I feel like pile 3, success is going to find you. Like, success is looking for you, I'm hearing. Success is looking for you. Where are you, pile 3? Where are you? Let me know in the comments down below. Where exactly are you right now? And how much are you freaking resonating with this message? Okay, you need to do some fire magic as well to, you know, bring that passion up from within you. If you have literally dulled it down because maybe you're working in a job in a 9 to 5 and, you know, you feel stuck and you don't know what to do, but, you know, what you love doing is actually to be in the limelight, to be in the spotlight, you know, and maybe you were programmed to be a certain way and now, you know, there's this other side of you that's coming out. And for my people who are already creative, I feel like success is going to find you if you keep going in this direction. Keep taking action towards things. Let go of what is going already and let new things come in your life. Let new people come in your life. Let new supportive people come in your life. Because success is going to find you regardless. But you have to boss up. You have to step into this business industry. You have to become a CEO. You have to become a boss in this particular industry. Cameras can roll for celebrities, but it's like you are the boss of celebrities in some way. Like, that's what I'm picking up. Like, you are above that. Okay? You are above that, and that is why you get that coverage. That is why you're able to, you know, enter that industry or whatever it may be. Is because you have that knowledge, you have that creativity, you have that experience by going through these struggles, you know, trying and failing. This is what I was getting for you initially with the trying and failing energy. Okay, let's see, the other cards we have for you is courtship. Wow. Okay, and we have do the work. Yeah, so pile 3, courtship. This tells me something about you doing it with someone else. So there could be like a partnership collaboration as well that could happen in your life in order for you to be successful. Okay, there could be a partnership, a collaboration which will help you succeed in life, but for that you have to be open to it as well. Like, you don't have to be like, no, I'm gonna do this alone. You need certain people who will also collaborate with you, who have certain similar ideologies like you, and this person could partner up with you. That could bring a lot of stability in your business and in your life. Okay, and do the work. So it says it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps that you are divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. Look at that flower garden here, and look at this card specifying the same, right? Take action, right? So this card is saying you need to do the work. Maybe you're just dreaming it and you're not taking action towards this. You are just thinking about it. You're just envisioning it. And what about the action though? Just doing magic and just doing fire magic is not going to bring you into action. You have to put in the action. That is what magic is about. Magic is literally scientific. It's about you doing some kind of visualization and impressing upon your subconscious mind. But not just that. You have to then meet the right people, connect with the right kind of minds and collaborate. You know, that's why we have the courtship card. Like, meet people, network with people. Networking will be very essential for you. Seeing how people are passionate about what you are passionate about and networking with these people and seeing what, you know, brings them that success. So how are they climbing the ladder? And then you networking and bringing those ideas to your business and creating that blueprint for your business, you know. Doing the work is something that's going to take you to the next level. If you just, you know, think about it and, you know, try to envision it and then do nothing, it's not just going to be drawn to you. That's not how it's going to work. All right. And success is looking for you. So where are you, pile 3? All right. Where are you, pile 3? So pile 3, tell me about pile 3 spirit. Also, number 4 could be significant for you. Number 3 or 4 could be your life path number, birth date, age, okay, whatever it may be, right? These ages could be significant in terms of even if you were 3 or 4 years old, something could have happened in your life, right? So yeah, tell me about pile 3 and their personal formula to success. Okay, so commitment to taking the right action is very, very essential, and stepping into the business world and being a leader and being someone who is passionate about what they do, and expression of that will be very, very helpful. All right, we have the horse, we have the broken wishbone. Okay, let's get the other 2 cards for you. Wow. Pile. Okay, we have the jug and we have haystack. Okay, let me just keep this here. Haystack. Okay, so the first card we have for you, pile 3, is short journey, horse. Okay, then we have a broken wishbone, which will not be granted. Third is light-hearted energy, carefree time with the jug, and fourth is karma, you will reap what you have sown. All right, so what is this telling me is, with the haystack, I'm hearing that needle in the haystack, right? So I feel like it's been very tough for you to discover what you truly like, because it's like you are a big dreamer, you have big dreams about your life, pile 3. All right, and you have not been able to ground them. Okay, that's something that's coming through. You have not been able to ground those visions properly into reality, and spirit is saying that in order for you to do that, you need to nurture your visions by taking earthly actions towards them. Okay, with the jug, I'm seeing like pouring water into the plants, right? So like watering your dreams to see them grow. All right, and if for that you need to take a short journey, just take a short journey, just take a short vacation with like creative, like-minded people like you. Or you know, there's this there are certain people or companies who like take other creative people to trips, and like, you know, there are strangers who meet up in that trip, and they're all creative, so they meet up, they network, they talk about things, and it's like a short trip, right? And you network with people of like mind and things like that. So if that is something that you are looking forward to, then it's very important for you to, you know, go ahead and do that, because that will help you in achieving that networking and also learning about what other people are doing, and then try to put those formulas also into your business, into your blueprint of what you want to build. All right, because in the past maybe there have been certain wishes that you have made that have not been granted, or you're losing your faith in your manifestations because nothing is coming through, and spirit is saying that's because you have not taken enough action. You have not taken action in the right way or towards the right things. Okay, maybe you took action towards things that were not really fulfilling you, rather than taking actions toward things that truly fulfilled you. And now spirit is asking you to change your way of thinking, to be more light-hearted, to be more light-hearted yet committed. Like, there has to be a balance in that. If you're extremely light-hearted and you're always having a carefree time, you're not going to be able to commit. And if you're extremely committed and you're extremely adamant, you're not going to be able to have that light-hearted energy to be your dynamic self. And spirit is saying that's the needle in the haystack that you need to identify, okay, and not to be down on yourself, okay, about it. Okay, and something about karma is also coming through. So interesting. So some of you feel like that maybe, you know, you have a certain bad karma, which is what is causing all this, but that's not true, pile 3. All right, that's not true. So in the past, maybe yes, because of certain failures that you have had to go through, which I told you, like, your path, it involves failures and missteps. It involves that, but that is what is going to help you grow. You need to start doing the work. You need to not be afraid of failure anymore. Okay, success is going to find you as long as you discover that hidden gem within yourself, that you are that celebrity, you are that boss, you are that creative mastermind. You cannot just give up on yourself just because of a few failures. All right, that's what spirit is saying. And if there is a complete wall towards a particular objective that you're trying to achieve, then it's time to change path, you know, and see what else is out there that really fulfills you. Maybe whatever direction you were headed onto was only for money and for clout, and spirit is saying do what you love. Why are you chasing fame and clout just for the sake of money? Don't do that for money. Do it because you love it, and because you want to be, you know, this leader who is looked after and looked up to for, you know, the trailblazing energy that you're bringing out, okay, through your work, through your creativity, through your art. All right, and we have death card here. Okay, let's see, let's get a few more cards here for you guys, for tarot cards. Spirit, please tell me about pile 3. Spirit, please tell me about pile 3. Wow, pile 3, oh my goodness. Pile 3, yes, I do see that you have been going after money, etc. But listen, if you transform your way of thinking, you are meant to make a legacy in this world, okay? Because you need a drastic change in your career. Either you are currently doing something that is no longer serving you and you know it, like it's just become a pain in your backside, you know, to kind of keep doing what you're doing, and spirit is like, yes, that's for a reason. It's because you're not, that foundation was fake to begin with. Like, you were chasing money just for the sake of money, and you were not doing things based on love and based on commitment and based on being your dynamic self, you know. Like, your success should not make you feel like you're working extreme hard. It should make you feel like you're in love with what you're doing, and you know, you love being in limelight, you love being in spotlight. That's when you do it, not because you want to get money. Okay, that comes later. That comes as an effort. That comes as a result of your efforts, basically. Okay, that's what I mean. So spirit, give me one more for pile 3. We have 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're juggling, pile 3. You're juggling between what to do. Should I choose path left or should I choose path right? It's like you are on a crossroads right now. Okay, and it's between money and what you love. Maybe you feel like you can't make as much money if you do what you love, and spirit is saying that's not true. That's not true. In fact, you'll be shocked at how much the path that you love can actually give you money eventually. Okay, but for that you'll have to have that patience. If you are like that fire fire sign who is very impatient and wants things very soon and quickly, that's not going to happen. You need to enjoy the process. You need to enjoy the journey of it not being easy, of you going through that struggle, of you going through that ups and downs, to understand how you can actually sustain that level of center of attention energy that you will get eventually. Okay, some of you want to be athletes, some of you want to be dancers. Okay, I'm seeing dancing here, I'm seeing restaurant here. Some of you want to start your own restaurant, you want to cook, you want to probably open a traveling company where people can travel through your company, something like that. Okay, and maybe you love this but you don't think it's going to make you money, or if you want to be an athlete, for example, you feel like you won't be able to reach that level of success, or if you are not on the top level, you won't make as much money. And that's not true. That's not true is what I'm getting. Okay, there are certain thought processes that you have, pile 3, which are not true, which you need to get rid of. Okay, let it die. Let those thought processes die is what spirit is coming through to tell you. You're a boss. Look at that, King of Wands. You are a boss. Okay, you are a boss. Some of you want to literally be in politics, or you want to be like a president or something. President, prime minister, whatever it may be, right? You want to get into politics, you want to be a leader, you love it, you know, you love it, you love to be of service to people, etc. And you love that job because it's every day is a new day, and there's so much newness that comes with you know, being in that position of power. And with that kind of power comes great responsibility, and you're terrified of that responsibility as well, pile 3. So yeah, I'm getting so many messages for you guys, but it's very essential for you to know that you are capable of it. You're capable of it with the 8 of coins. Look at that, 8 of coins. You're capable. You're very much capable of putting in the work. Okay, putting in that extra hour to invent that, to create that job for yourself, to create that legacy for yourself. Okay, and you're well on your way to that, as long as you know that you are born to be a leader, that you're not meant to like juggle like this on one leg and try to balance one or the other and feeling afraid of the new one. No, you're meant to know that the career path that suits you the most and will bring you the most money and abundance and success is the path that you love, the path where you feel supported, where you feel like you're meeting like-minded people who support you, who cherish you, and who give you a leg up at times of need, but also a path which ensures that you are enjoying every step of the way and you're taking actions. Even though you're going through some ups and downs, it's bringing you joy that you are progressing eventually. Okay, that's something that's coming through that is going to bring you to your legacy. It's like a golden egg. I'm hearing a golden egg is going to be offered to you. Okay, a deal of a lifetime, I'm hearing. So in this life you're meant to have like a deal of a lifetime that is going to blow your mind, like blow you up literally. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so pile 3, let's get an advice for you. Pile 3, please give me an advice for pile 3 spirit. So we'll get this card. Ooh, we have Saturn, the truth. Wow, there comes Saturn. You know, this is about that, you know, consistency, that commitment. Okay, without that commitment, without that consistency, Saturn cannot reward you that success. And hold on, another thing, Saturn is the planet of legacy. It's the planet of ancestral karma. Okay, you are the ancestral curse breaker, pile 3, in terms of breaking the curses of your generations of ancestors who could not be in the spotlight, who could not really make it there. And there are certain fears that come up within you as well about like doing this, because even though you want to do it, there is a certain fear about it, and that's from your ancestors. Okay, and Saturn is coming here to tell you that the truth is that if you do not follow your own truth, your internal compass that is guiding you towards what you love, you know, what it is that you're dynamic about, if you don't follow that, every day will feel like hell for you, pile 3. So if you don't follow that truth, every day is going to feel like hell. But if you commit to that particular thing that you love every day, and you take the action and do the work towards it with consistency, without any chaotic energy, without you feeling like you're scattered and you don't know what to do, and you're like, you're going after the money but you are not happy, and you know, no, that is not what Spirit is asking you to do. Okay, Saturn wants you to confront the truth within and not lie to yourself anymore. Okay, number 6 could be significant for zodiac signs. Strongly I'm getting Capricorn. You could also be Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini. You could, yeah, earth signs as well, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I think Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn I already said. Yeah, so let's read this for you and see if we are getting some hints, some more hints about your success. Okay, your personal formula for your success. So the quote here says, as she planted, so does she harvest. Such is the field of karma. Okay, so your personal formula to success, pile 3, is about your karmic path. Okay, it's about what is solid in your life. All right, so know that you are going to be challenged, pile 3. Okay, it's not going to be an easy path to reach this level of success. You are going to be challenged. You're going to feel hopeless. You're going to feel like angry, temperamental. Okay, you might feel like it's time to either make it or break it. Life could seem harsh and restrictive. Okay, you are facing an enemy who may be yourself. Okay, and this is what Saturn is going to show you for you to level up. And that is when you will realize, if you're going through challenges, pile 3, your personal formula for success, if you can see the challenges are coming through strong and heavy, you feel like you're about to break, that is when you are going to reach a milestone like never before, like nobody ever before could. Remember that. That's a hint. Okay, and that's how Saturn tests you. Okay, so your personal formula to success is to be honest to yourself about what enemy within you are you facing. Okay, and sometimes if there are certain things that have fallen away in your life in the past, pile 3, certain things, certain wishes that were not granted with the broken wishbone, and certain things that did not come true, that it would have led to your destruction, whatever that was, pile 3. Whatever it was would lead you to your destruction. Saturn is coming through to tell you that. And maybe you don't see it right now, but you will in the future. I promise you. Okay, maybe some of you already see it. Let me know in the comments down below. So if right now you're feeling any kind of sorrow or hopelessness, some of you could be going through your Saturn returns right now. Okay, realize that it's all about diligence, sticking to what you believe in, and adhering to your goals. Okay, in your life there will be toughness and work that will be emphasized, and it's about not giving up and following through. Okay, and there is also some power and control that you will be dealing with in your life, often through law enforcement or through military, or you could have encounters with law enforcement, all right, in during your success or during your challenges that you could face. So do watch for that possibility. And it doesn't have to mean like it's a negative one, all right? It could be a positive one as well. You will always have to play by the rules, okay? So pile 3, it's very essential that you play by the rules. Do not break rules. Do what is thought correct or expected out of you, all right? We are talking about conventions here for you guys. Any rallying against authority or tradition will not serve you well in your success and career. On a positive side though, you may meet a fatherly type, someone who will help you advance with your goals. Okay, there can be an appearance of a sage or teacher that will help you. There will be no small thing that can indicate a mentor arriving just when you are in the most need of one. okay? So there can be a mentor that arrives when you most need it, not when just, you're going through some ups and downs and you need to deal with it yourself, all right? Now, you could deal with aged also in now or in the near future. You will have to deal with some kind of complications in your health as well in this period, but you will tackle them successfully as long as you know how to take care of yourself. Make sure you are having enough vitamins, minerals, okay? Any kind of deficiencies, you need to take care of that, okay? Some of you could be feeling your age right now, or feeling like no matter what your age is, that you feel like, age matters are worrying or pressing. That's true. Yeah, I just coughed. I feel like you could feel that you have not accomplished much at your age. You feel like you have wasted your time. Did you allow important affairs to slip you by while concentrating on non-essential matters? Did you waste your time? Many lessons are being learned and problems conquered, currently or in the near future. So this is about your career and about your personal success, where at times you might feel like you wasted a lot of your time, and Spirit is saying no, that was necessary for you to weed out what is unnecessary versus what is necessary. Okay, it was a part of your wisdom. So the gift right now is for you to keep on your path and to face parts of yourself that you may dread, but you simply must fulfill. This is your contract towards more solid achievements and a better life. Circumstances may be harsh for a while, but believe your sacrifices to be worth it. It's a good time to be diligent and not rush anything. Pile 3. This is literally your formula for success, my loves. Be diligent and do not rush anything. Whatever you are asking about is likely to take considerable time and not come about too quickly. Pile 3. So if some of you are into shortcuts and instant gratifications, this is not the pile for you guys. And it's not about pile as well. It's about like, none of us have it that easy in this life. None of us do. Okay, none of us do. All right, and with you learning these lessons, it's preparing you for this. It's preparing you for the spotlight. It's preparing you for the level of success that you actually want. And for that, facing the truth within yourself will be utterly essential and necessary. Pile 3. All right, so do not worry. I feel like with this reading, everything is made very clear to you. But if you feel like you still need some advice or guidance about your career and about maybe a certain crossroads that you're at and a certain decision you want to make, let me know. You can reach out to me. All the details are in the description box. For Indian clients, you can click on my Linktree link and click on the tarot booking form and fill up the form. If you are an international client, you can go on my Etsy shop and book a reading with me. All right, and if you feel extra generous, my loves, you can donate to my channel by PayPal, through PayPal. Okay, my PayPal link is given in the description box below, along with my Amazon wish list for India as well as USA. So if you're from either of those countries, you can gift me tarot decks and oracle decks to be used on my channel. All right, my loves, so thank you so much for tuning in. Pile 3, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got a lot out of it. All right, and peace.